Alright, back to game dev because I was already doing it, but now I'm getting notifications from my own stream on my phone. Thank you, phone, for that. So handy. I assure you, the best. Alright, let's do a quick setup here real fast. Not the best thumbnail, whatever. I was just gonna do it anyway. I'd spent 100 years messing with it, or I could just, I don't know, use it. What I really want to do here, I'm going to import this image here into Unreal Engine. I have to adjust this thing so it's slightly in the way of my screen. When you stream with your phone, it's weird. I haven't quite got this set up yet for my desk. Got a tripod for it and everything. It's weird. What I'm gonna do here is take the thumbnail I had from today, which is not ideal and will probably get changed later, and I'm going to pull it into this. Where are you, thumbnail? Drag this in here. And then it's create a material. Wait, was it doing a material or was it doing a sprite? I'll figure it out. We're setting up some things on the side there. Actually, it needs to be a sprite. I guess I decided to do it the other way. Fair enough. Apply the paper 2D stuff. Create a sprite. Perfect. I created this separate little area so that I could actually come on. There we go. I have this separate map here that connects the various starting points together, and I created a system so I could bounce between the maps, and it would save the information when I did. So I'm like, oh, I'll put a key over on this map, and then get it on this map. Oh, it doesn't work because it doesn't transfer, because it doesn't save the player in between things. You have to do that yourself. Okay. Okay. I didn't think to adjust anything for streaming beforehand. I just kind of like, I'm already doing this. Whoa. I'm gonna take pictures of various areas so this way I can actually change all my paintings and the idea of where they're gonna be. I'm gonna tweak the paintings today too. The better gateways so you can actually jump through the picture and everything, as opposed to right now where you're just bonking the picture. Yep, here's right over here in the fight area. I was going to work on him too. I left off the stream exactly where he was and I haven't changed him since. I don't have the thing on so they can actually move around or anything, because if you have that on and you make a single change, you have to wait for it to load everything. It's terrible. So I'm actually just going to go to each of these and take a picture, open them in Krita, and then chop them out and put them on each of these paintings, just so I have a better idea, because I just have an old painting from when I did the RPG Maker version. That ill-fated piece of garbage. It's cool for RPG Maker. I'll give it some credit where credit is due. I mean, it's still RPG Maker. You can only expect so much out of RPG Maker. I guess this can be my image. Sure. Anything on the other screen I care about? Yeah. See me chop it out of the thing on the other screen. All the stuff going on over there. Fun. Scale the image through size. Make it a 1080. And we'll resize the canvas. 1920. Just chopping off the edge. This is like the fastest way I could think of to do it. Technically, that does kind of show a little black at the bottom. Okay, well, I'll remove a little bit of black at the bottom. And apparently a little bit of white at the top. Whatever. I'll navigate save files real fast off screen. So, Poppet Quest extras here, and they don't call paintings. Oh wait. Use this PNG. This hallway town painting. I'll come up with a better name for it, but it's just the hallway where they have a weird town thing going on, so close enough. Okay, so need that one. Get all the other ones too on that. I also need one of this area. So for now, I'll just do this, and yeah. So before I take the next one, I'm going to move to an area where so she doesn't die. Just inside the box should be good enough, I think. Is this not a true Poppet box? Wait a second, is that not a true Poppet box? Might not be. I might have just actually manually assembled this one. Oh, it doesn't have a default attenuation radius. Huh. Anyway, I'll get back to that in a second. Anyway. No. Actually, I don't even know if I mind the little black line around it, thinking about it. Call this painting world painting. Make it easy on myself here. I'll change the bunch later, but I don't care right now. Hit navigation to grab the things I need, and then I will pull them over. Great sprites. Cool. And remove this material because I don't need it. A lot of these pictures are getting removed too. I don't need them anymore, but I just haven't done it yet. This is the hallway town one. Swap levels real fast. See if it loads and crashes. I mean, it managed to load while playing, so. I'm going to split this up. It's not that Unreal Engine can't handle these big levels, it's that my computer can't really handle these big levels and streaming it or even building it sometimes, it seems like. the editor is not as kind as the game is. So I just resolved that I need to split. It's too much in my computer. Plus if something happens to I gotta redo the whole thing. No. Just no. Oh, painting. Whoa. In theory, I should record that Poppet in the picture, but whatever. Honestly, this should just be the default one, and then I just change it otherwise. Make it easier, probably, but... Cool. Actually, I should have zoomed in so that you couldn't see Poppet. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. This map's going to get a massive change. It was just a different version of a map I was going to make, but more hiding and things, but more inside buildings, but I just didn't end up doing it. That's fine. It doesn't have to be done like that. I can sign in on this. Why can't I? Keep looking at Streamlabs and it's like, you want to sign in for this? I'm like, yeah. But oh well. Okay. Thanks, bro. Very handy. Close that browser, I don't care. Click the button and it seems unnecessary. Come on. There we go. I was holding down the button while I was doing it. It makes it causes errors. Might redo these so that Poppet's not in the picture. Maybe. I'll make better pictures later. I just need ways to remember which one's which without having to just cast and memorize it. Sadly, none of the areas that I'm looking at are particularly all that impressive to look at, but I'll have to deck them out so they look really awesome. That's later. This is purely for convenience. Oh, wait. Sure. Let's try not to have Poppet in there, so. scale to new size, 1080. Canvas to 920, 1920. Not a PGM image. I have no idea what that type of image that even is. What do I even call this area? I will say light maze painting. It's probably the closest thing to here, so. Sure. Okay, so now we're gonna drag these into, let's stop the preview. Onto the browser here, and I'm gonna drag in all those paintings. By all those paintings, I mean 2 paintings, you know, whatever. Paper 2D. Guess I should have selected them both before doing that, whatever. I did it now. Close enough. Close enough indeed. Okay, now with those 2 paintings, this one here is the light maze one. And the bucket for. Okay. Now I have an idea where all these paintings are going. I don't need this anymore. I'm probably not going to use this particular map for this. I just had already had a map created that was going to be a different game, and or a different type of game. It serves a great purpose here. It gets the job done for what I'm doing. With the paper ZD type of character that always follows you. I was going to do that and have you sneak along behind things and everything like that to try to avoid your gaze and things like that, but I just did. Putting it in little areas like this behind here so you could walk through them and everything. But honestly, just didn't seem that fun. It does take advantage of the fact that Poppet's so tiny that it would actually be its own type of game. Running around hiding behind things, sneaking behind these and everything so she can't see you, but not the kind of game I'm making. It's a Metroidvania. Why in the world would I want to do this? Anyway, I'm gonna make a little fight here because this is not my new default test level area. I think they could open that too, the test map. Hey Mike, how's it going? I need to spawn stuff here. We're spawning a Patrick in honor of Fearless asking what happened to his boy Patrick when I decided to fight this boss. So, well, when I'm working on mini boss, and thus from that point on, he became known as Patrick. I needed the name. Works for me. Yes. Let's zero these out. Patrick can spawn anywhere in this area. Patrick needs a nav mesh to run around on. Patrick can't run around. Nav mesh bounds volume. It can be big. I don't care. This map isn't for purposes of like I'm not building it for anything at the moment. It's just test map anyway, so here. I guess I can move it over some. I don't think the fight's gonna go this far over here. If anything, I'd probably put a barrier around it because the actual fight doesn't have a lot of distance, so Poppet can't just run away the whole time. I still need to still pop it down to make up for that too. What is this? What this? A post-process volume, but why? What was I doing with this thing? I don't know. Let's expand the post-process volume and run through it and find out what it was. That'd be interesting. Hey, Fearless, how's it going? You're gonna actually make a game today, Mike? Really? That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with making games. I hear every once in a while it's fun to do. I don't just post-process volume 4. Just there. There's a Patrick. Oh god, there's more than one of them. That's terrifying. They're everywhere. Yeah, I don't need this post-process volume. Well, just one Patrick is fine, okay? I don't need... But I do need some lights, though, around here, because otherwise I have to deal with the dark problem, and also all of the magic works on that, so I have to have lights. Herald Jam, huh? Hey, you still haven't even made your Herald Jam yet? Oh my god, is there days left on that, or are we in, like, the last 24 hours? I'm gonna make this my default level, too, while I'm at it. No more test level. Open world levels in this, they're really cool, but they are so hard on your computer when you're building them. So hard. Last 24 hours, huh? Have you started yet? Like at all? Or you wait until that literal last moment to go, alright, I haven't even come up with a game concept yet. I'm gonna put together this thing really fast that's gonna probably have a lot of bugs and had no time to test. Yeah, I don't recommend that. No. Yeah, I need lights. As I contemplate the excellence of the Herald Jam. There is someone doing it in UE, out on Drifty's server, or Discord server, and I was like, where did you get the model for that? I'm both excited and appalled that you made this. Blah, 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 lights. Oh, I see. I let them in the Victorian house thing because they're based off the Victorian house stuff, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just leave it here. I think that one's the right one. I have a bunch of ones. I need to figure out which. Okay, 2 is clearly the better one. Okay, good to know. Well, it's good to see that, you know, some things never change, Mike. I'm just saying. You know, I mean, who makes their games early? You know, game jams are all about the last 24 hours, right? Anyone who says different, nobody likes them. These lights on real fast. Make it nighttime. Get rid of that, so I don't have to look at it. Make this my little battle arena over here for doing that, and I gotta figure out how all the I have to angle the projectile down and pop it, because it's not getting, it's like firing at a direction, if you can see, but it's not firing Like, it's too high. Once again, there's this issue with things being too tall. Also, their walking animation sucks. I think I actually need a faster one or something. I want to have it charge at people. I want to have it able to fire some sort of weird blood projectile. I stole Poppet's hanged man projectile. Puts the bubble on it. Also, I need to get better sound effects because it's just using the default ones, which were for the for Voodoo. Okay, why in the world am I still in darkness? Are these broken? I'll check the lights in the other map real fast. Something is a little wonky there because it should have been fixing itself, and yet it was not. I find it better to test everything on these maps here because it's just easier to load. You know? Like once I get old Patrick here ready to fight, then it's really just getting the last boss of the demo to fight. And then I have a playable enough game to get through it, though I want to add a bunch of things. It's not like, this is... You can play from start to finish, and it does actually... It doesn't say the end, but there is a finish point. I haven't figured out how to do cutscenes in this yet or anything like that. I don't know. I'm assuming I'm just going to have like a video or something that plays to say it's the end of the demo or something. I don't... Advertisement, something. All right, so which ones are these? These are... What's a dinner table? This table lamp too, it does work. Okay, so if that's table lamp 2, why is it not triggered? What's the plan for your Herald Gem, Mike? You have any ideas figured out? Just gonna YOLO it and start putting things on the map and hope it works out? These are on, right? On. Let me have this here. I might need to empty the lights if you switch maps too. That could be a problem. Two hours to figure out the plan? Fair enough, fair enough. Just jumping in isn't usually the best plan, it's true. I've definitely built as I went on a lot of things, and it does let you pivot a lot, but unfortunately it lets you pivot a lot, so it is a real downside there too. These lights work, right? They do not. Why? Do the painting lights work? Yes. What's the problem, people? So... Wouldn't make sense if it was somehow reversed. Okay, so when I turn it on, it works. But when I don't, it does not. And I think I know what the problem is here. Okay, so I need an event begin play on this, right? Well, in theory, the construction trip should already be on. Right? Print string. Like, this works in the other one there. This is like literally a copy poster from the other map. Inlight. Inlight is on. Just it over. Maybe I need one of those on this map too. I have a creator character whose purpose is just to have whatever music for the level and everything on it. That might be required. Might be screwing something up to not have it. All the music tracks are on there too, so I'll just be able to have different music tracks on them, and that'll set up for each area. Still going down. Inlight is on. The thing about Unreal is if you put everything on one level, it's really easy because it remembers everything. You don't got to do anything special. You start putting things on multiple levels and, well, you know, things aren't permanent between levels. I'll have to make it so that once you find out them, you can't find it again, too. So I'll have to go through and make a thing that says, text the player if the player has it already, and like, okay, well, if the player has this, then get rid of it. So that'll be something I do later, so you can't just keep getting the same power-ups over and over by switching between areas. And what's the problem? Let's see. Lights handled by... Where does it handle that? In light? Actually, in darkness is the... right here. Okay. We know for certain that it's actually running through this. I don't need self. No, I guess I do. Usually it just defaults to that, but I guess not. Alright, well, let's make another print string. This one will be in darkness. See, it'll just be in like true. Usually they just work. I mean, they've been working for so long as is. I don't understand why putting the same event on a different map, or say the same event, would make a difference. Because I don't recall them ever referencing the map at all. In Light True. I'm gonna try something here a little weird. I'm just gonna go over the other map. I'm gonna copy paste exactly one of those over there. I don't think there's anything different. I'm starting on this map, so it shouldn't be an issue of like the array having stuff in it when it would normally. Get some delicious tea. Come to me, lamp. Turn it on. They don't have any other variables that I didn't know about, right? Oh, no, one of the box settings works, right? Doesn't it? Does not work. But the paintings work. Come on. Makes so little sense. Let's do an event begin play and then like see what happens. Maybe it just does something weird if you don't do it that way. That makes it work. Must be a timing issue. Fair enough. could fire that projectile like a belch, like up, like I just like that, and it falls on the ground. Worked for me. Okay, well now I can get to the actual fight because I don't have to worry about character being unable to actually survive. Okay, and then wonderful orange tea mug. It was, I think, 70% off at the grocery outlet. Works great. About the ugliest thing in the house, which says something. Eh. Alright, so we're working on his projectile. It'll bounce. I feel like it's -1. I wonder what that does. It's been a while since I played with these things here, the various projectile, I'll turn that in my thingy off. Various projectile settings, but there's just like a projectile movement that UE just has, so you just have to change some numbers, you don't gotta do anything special. It doesn't bounce off the landscape very well, does it? I think I know why it can't, because it's, this is a box brush, isn't it? Is it all the box brush? I think this is a terrible choice of things to use, by the way. It is. I remember now why this wasn't very good. Make a new one. Well, actually, wait. These projectiles don't have collision, right? That was the problem? I didn't give them collision in the first place? Let's see. The problem is overlap is that, so we need some sort of mesh collision or like a smaller one that actually triggers the thing. I'm not gonna work like this, but I'm gonna test it out. Notification saying my game is ready to play on my phone. Wait a minute, I didn't install a game on my phone. Maybe it's just updating or something dumb. Like, he's got his phone on, using it for something else. Quick, let's update everything. That'll work. I don't think it can bounce off this. Well. Place actors, not nav. Just the shape is fine. Well, that can't make sense because it would bounce off any surface that we could touch. So I'm touching it, therefore it should be bounceable. Capsule probably just needs it. Boing, boing, boing. Well, you know, listen. It bounces. It just goes real far. It never comes back down. I think it needs more weight. That works, right? I need gravity. I'll change it to some weird bloody mess thing that it vomits up in a bit. Oh, wait, before I do that, it's really annoying me that that stupid thing is still there, say in light over and over, and I keep forgetting, so I'm gonna do it right now. I don't forget again, because it's annoying. See that as I'm looking for other messages, and that's just spamming away, doing its thing. I'm like, very useful when you need them. Very tedious when you don't. I could have put the combat next to this thing, or just move the player start over. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, that's too much gravity. That'll hit the player though, right? So that's what matters. I need to fix why his arm doesn't hit the player very often. It sometimes hits her, but... Come on, come on. Trying to get hit by the projectile. There's a banana in the middle of it. I think it's hilarious. Okay, I'm not going to try to get hit by it over and over. I'll just change the thing there. Alright, so let's make the gravity just like 1 thing. Because 10, it dies. No. Maybe 3. Come on. Sometimes the switch to sprint doesn't trigger very well. That's not bad. Doesn't hit the player yet, but it does hit the player. Okay. The problem is that because it's set to just collide with everything, that's not going to work. But capsule is this. The sphere is this. The sphere should be slightly bigger than the capsule and have no collision. Let me look at the parent here. Made this a very long time ago and then never changed it much. Sphere collision. Now they have to bounce. Oh. You know what would really help? If I made it bigger than the other. Well, first off, the capsule should be squished to a circle. Sphere collision needs to be bigger than that. How about that? Saw a bunch of really cool hammer animations. I kind of want them, but they were like $40 on sale. Boing boing. They still bounce off her, so it's not that great. But that's also could be that there's just nothing programmed to correctly do anything yet. Projectile hit did happen. That's good to see. I have to differentiate that it's an enemy projectile. It is, in fact, an enemy projectile. I don't know what the collision enemy does. Probably nothing. Probably an old system I got rid of. Projectile hit happened. Where does it even say that? Right here. Supposedly supposed to destroy actor and trigger those. So projectile hit did happen. This enemy projectile Poppet thing he did not. It should only blow up if it's Poppet or if it runs out of time. Not ready to do any other detonating than that. You know what I do? Like, I realize I left this fan on, and that's probably messing with the sound. So that should make the sound a little better, though it's going to be much more miserably hot in here, but it was, I mean, it's a nice fan, but it sure makes a lot of noise. Also, got the regular music on too. Yeah, okay. Maybe have it on? Oh, it's just really quiet. Okay. I just use the regular game music, but then it just goes silent whenever I'm coding, so I don't even know. Boing, 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 boing. But yeah, projectile hit does happen. Enemy projectile happens. The format bouncy banana projectiles are less exciting than I want them to be. If any projectiles happening, the other actor has tag is not doing it. That's because there's a tiny little thing in here where when I typed in, I somehow hit an extra little key in there, so it was looking for Poppet with the little apostrophe instead. Life ruined, all because of that. Bounced off her head. I don't get why it doesn't say Poppet hit though. Is it hitting itself? What is the other actor? No. Bench string. Thank you. You know the name of the actor? Pretty pertinent information. Maybe it's hitting itself. Yeah, it's hitting itself somehow. Stop hurting yourself. So well, should make it do nothing. Does not equal. Display name here. Hit display name. Wait. Self. Branch. Doesn't equal to this, otherwise do nothing. Yes, do nothing. Yeah. I was considering making additional changes to Poppet. I'm not sure if I'm going to make any other changes. I might just leave her exactly as she is at this point. Well, it does say her, so I'm assuming Poppet has her own tag. It'd be weird not. But yeah, projectile hit happened. Not the other, not enemy hit. Once you get the first one figured out, it's pretty easy to add additional ones, but expanding this system to work with the enemies too is take a little more time than I well, then just adding one. I mean, you can see enemy projectile appear sometimes. Something else that's also spamming information that I don't need anymore. It's probably on here. I'm not trying to get to launch the right location, but it's on NPC. Yeah, right here. Oh, that's actually a string at the end too. It's just strings all over the place, huh? I would delete print strings so you'll never figure out where they all went. Projectile hit's not triggering because it hit her though. It's triggering because it hit the ground, or it's just triggering at the end there. I'm pretty certain. Right? Running out of time. Okay, I'm gonna do this thing where I just get rid of this thing so it endlessly stays. Just sabotage it intentionally to see if it even triggers hitting the player. Therefore, they haven't hit the player at all. Overall dynamic, that should be reasonable. Hmm. Okay, Poppet does have the tag Poppet, right? Like, not crazy. In fact, does have the tag Poppet. Hmm. Sure why I have a when destroyed, but sure. I may have to get all tags on an actor or something. The actor has tag would check all the tags. Seems like that would be the purpose of it, but sure. What am I missing? Because in reverse it works fine. Right, because I launch one at him and it works instantly. Hitting himself. So you have a thing that's whoever spawns it, the actual owner who gets established as not someone who can hit it. We'll take a quick bio break and I'll figure this out. 1 second. Let us continue. Yes. So I need the combat one here. Interfaces and combat. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Actually, I could just use weapon owner. Sure. I don't see why I need to do anything special when I'm just handing the actor over. So, fire projectile, and then weapon owner, message. Target is the projectile itself. Weapon owner is this character itself. Perfect. Weapon owner. Now it has to be a message here. Weapon owner here, and then let's do an and here. Plus a projectile, just so it looks, there's already a thing called the weapon owner, so as a function, so I can't have that. So we'll use this so it's a little better. So weapon owner projectile, fine. You can't add a pin on this, can you? Nah. Okay. That's sloppy, but it'll get the job done, probably. Not gonna make my code pretty until I know the code works. Boing, boing. It is hitting Poppet, it's just doesn't counter as having tags. Like a 0.2 delay on this, maybe. I think it's no velocity. Pretty certain that's what's happening. Actually, a different color. Oh, this weird one. That'll be fine. It's not reaching either of these points because either of these points would cause it to trigger one of these, and I'm not seeing either message. But where am I screwing this up? It's not equal to its own name. If I need this right here, can I go to that? Well, you're seeing the name pop up over and over, so that's true. Let's ditch one of these here and see what happens. I'm also going to ditch enemy projectile and just go straight to Poppet. Poppet should have the tag Poppet. It doesn't make sense if she doesn't. Now it hits me. So it's tripping up an enemy projectile or something. Patrick's getting a little better. Okay, so on the respawn, first of all, I need to set up, I changed it to have this new system, so I need to fix it for that. I know. Enemy projectile here. Okay, I gotta make one really good thumbnail that I can just use all the time. I shoot a Twitch too. I could try both. I don't even know. Multi-stream. I think you can do two on Streamlabs before you have to pay money. I figure out how to get the other one set up. I could use that one instead and not have to use like OBS is like doesn't require you to do all those things, and I could actually stream to lots of stuff if my connection could handle it. It should be able to. Even when I was having problems, it would consistently get 40 up. Just had no download, even though it said it did. seems like it's working really well now. I mean, they did another fix, and it never came out, but they did a fix on their end that seems to have made it pretty good. I mean, occasionally get little blips when I'm watching a video or something where it's just, it doesn't quite seem right, like the audio is a little too slow kind of thing. That's about it. Otherwise, I haven't noticed much problems anymore. Okay, so on respawn, there's a certain group of things I need to do here to do that. The deploy save game info requires all this crap at the end. The player position. The all new macro. Armed with set player position. Always basing it on just memorizing the point where you're, the exact position you were at when you triggered it. But the problem with that is it doesn't account for, like, it memorizes that position and doesn't change it with maps. I guess I could check the level and then check the position I'm supposed to have at the start of that. Mostly I just started doing it based on player starts. When you transfer levels, you can transfer to a player start. Unless you change the function for transferring levels, which you can do. The only way you can really send them anywhere is to a player start. So, just working with those. Okay, so set player position. Good. We'll do this, and then get rid of this crap here. It already targets self on that. There's no point in getting it again. This could have been a macro. I don't know why it's a function. Alright. Mostly just trying to trigger a respawn. Should up his damage. Make this more Dark Soulsy. I mean, Poppet's got a dodge. She's got, like, you know, crazy dodge, and there's no cap. You can go nuts if you want. Gotta get close to hit him, though. Plus Poppet's way too fast. I'm gonna slow her way down. Put a stamina bar. Wanna hit me? Just sit there? Just doing your thing, huh? Just thugging. Like, I'm just thugging. It's fine. Got confused. He's flexing at me. Really? There we go. Fixed. Quick place where I can kill the character off. All I care about. You kind of want to slow her down some, though. Perfect. Okay, well, with that figured out, let's clean this crap up, because apparently it now hits the player, and that's all I care about. Kind of messy. I don't like how messy this is. I might swap it like this to be less messy. I don't think that makes it that much less messy, does it? Doesn't seem to. A little bit. Eat all this crap. Come on. Slowly but surely improving my projectile logic. Okay, you can just change the numbers and it bounces. I guess you got also add a collision in. Still. Imagine having to program that kind of crap in RPG Maker. Jesus. Thanks. This, they're just like, oh, no, change the numbers. You want an extra jump? Change the number. Your character to slide around or fly or whatever, change the numbers. Okay. Seems neat. I'm down. It snows. There's something in the air, I guess. It is spring, so actually no, it's summer, so yeah. Usually we're past all that crap by this point. Usually just spring is when I'm allergic to stuff, but maybe there's some new pesticide or something. If you live in farm country, you never know. All right, so that projectile's kind of cool. Let's work on its projectile now too to make it look better because it's a bubble now, and I guess it could be spitting. I don't know about spitting bananas, but banana. I just thought it was a funnier thing to use than a lot of other options. Banana. Why am I looking at Victorian house? Do I have anything gruesome you can spit out? Like a piece of a doll? Well, I can put different particles on it. It's got bubbles on it. Nobody likes that. I think there's an option for Niagara instead. Yeah. That's not very good. The banana is leaking blood. I mean, that's interesting. I'll give it that much. Bananas don't normally leak blood, so okay, okay. Weird, but sure. I'll play this. I don't want him to have both. Hmm. Well, that's exciting. Which direction does it face? Where is forward? Add an arrow so I have some idea where forward is. Add is forward. That's be forward. I want it to be later. Now it's a bleeding banana. Yes. There's a decal though. Actually, the decal might prove handy. 1 second. I don't know why that's even a thing here. Let me remove the star thingy from that. I don't want them all linked to that. That's ridiculous. You never want them all linked to something. Speaking of which, don't link all of them to the same thing. Bad idea. Reference hell is a thing in Unreal Engine, and it's got 9 layers, let me tell you. Actually, it's probably got like 20 layers, and when you go to how deep on the references, Inception will look like it's, you know, child's play by comparison. Could launch a clown head at him or something. Kind of weird. I mean, the bubble noise is totally wrong. Oh, actually, now I want this to bounce just straight ahead. Not possible to change the size of this, is there? Maybe it is. Maybe I changed this up. Did it? I don't know if that did. I'm gonna raise the where it comes out of. a little more speed. It's too much speed. Use a sound effect for it too that's not a bubble. Ah. A head exploding. Sounds like a good bounce. Most definitely that's my exploding noise. No questions asked on that one. Beautiful explode noise. And then this, there's a spawn sound. I don't know if I want a screaming noise, I'd have to hear it. Oh. That's too long. The cascade, right? Yeah. Actually, the destruction one's an option for Niagara, I guess. Hmm. Do this. If I do this way, then I don't get to have. They both have to be Niagara and both have to be Cascade if I want to do it. But whatever. Comes it where I need to change, I will. Let's see. Can I spawn a Niagara one? Guess I need 2 of these, right? Wait. The class reference. And then if it's this one here, then the destruction particle becomes this. Can I? I hate that there's 2 systems and the various particles I have are combinations of the 2, so I never know which one I'm going to be having or using. I could just create them on here. Actually easier, isn't it? Right. Cascade spawn particle. Agra spawn particle. Duplicate. Action particle. Action particle. Always to make it look cooler. It's very important. I was to make a better thumbnail, honestly. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just have all like the major characters or something like that in the thumbnail, and then I'll just put a different background each time. And people won't think that I'm one of the characters on there. They'll just show up and... I mean, Tinka's dancing there, so it'd be fine if Tinka's on every thumbnail, right? True. I wonder if I'd do better on Rumble than YouTube. YouTube has so many people doing game dev on it at this point. Kind of makes me wonder if it's maybe a little oversaturated. I was following Bite Me Games, and that guy went from saying everyone should start a YouTube channel to him actually getting like 30,000 subs and discovering that he makes like $30 a video or something. Now he's advocating this. He's like, yeah, man, don't start a YouTube channel unless you just really want to be a YouTuber. He's right. YouTube is a terrible advertisement. But it does make me work on my game, and it's fun to stream it anyway. But I mean, you have 30,000 subs and you're making $30 per video. Oof, that's terrible. All these notifications. Jesus. It only matters because it's on my phone that I'm using to actually stream, so it's like, it's kind of a problem. That's the case. All right, so you know what I could do for a thumbnail? A giant, explosion with just things flying out of it. And just, yeah, it could be like my game dev thing. It's like, yeah, that worked out. Did it really? Maybe a really beautiful scene or something. Instead of just, I took a picture that wasn't even that great for purposes of using in a painting. Well, I'm probably going to replace the picture anyway. All right. Activate and activate. I don't know, I was like on Rumble thinking, wow, wouldn't it be great if there was something on here that wasn't political crap? It's like I really want to switch off of YouTube, but everything here is just political crap. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I'm here for entertainment. Let's not do these. Get the destruction sound. Hit where this is. Should let them be both now. Niagara particles are so much more of a pain to work with. Once again, not every UE system is an improvement over the last one. But just scaling them, like used to be you could just scale them inside of the thing, and now you have to go into the particle itself and change stuff on the various settings to scale them. We went from being mere seconds to like multiple minutes. It's terrible. Presumably they're more memory efficient or something. I don't know. Sure, why not? These are important questions that must be asked. Was it worth all the changing? Was it worth all the pain they put us through? Answer, I mean, they seem to think so, so good for them. Where is this located at? There and right here. Sure. So let's deactivate them as normal. Actually, you go to activate, you just turn that. That's what it is. Auto activate. Nope. This auto activate is already on. No. Auto activate. Why do I have the visibility off on these? Oh, it's tarot cards, sure. Might make it more memory efficient too. Also, on destruction, you want to deactivate those. Probably right about here, I'll just deactivate as well. Activate. So much stuff is just timing, making things look the best visually. I still need to do a bunch of research on how to do a cutscene. I think it's just going to be having various, you know, the HUD system and just putting things over the screen like that. I mean, I could move things in the world itself, but I'm probably just going to do 2D stuff. I might even make it as like a video in something else, which should make a lot of sense. Have like 2D backgrounds and then move characters in front of it to be a little more, you know. I mean, I'm not going to do full on, like, you know, AAA cutscenes because that's ridiculous. There's no way. They take forever, and I lack mocap stuff, so I couldn't mocap them. And I could probably AI generate something, which would be weird because it wouldn't use my characters. Or maybe it would. I don't even know. I could take a 2D image of like Poppet or something like that and have it use some sort of animation for doing something, because that'd be pretty awesome if that was the case. It's like, oh, take my stuff and then turn it into an animation for me. At that point, I guess it's not really bad because, I mean, it's using all my stuff to do it. All the stuff I have the rights to. You could describe what you wanted it to do. I don't know. It's like the last thing I'm worried about, because so far the story's kind of taking it back. See, it's a Metroidvania. Stories are so not even that important to a Metroidvania. I mean, like, they can be there, but you spend more time jumping around like an idiot than anything else. Okay, I need a destruction particle for this fine beastie right here. That'll do. More blood. I think those things have affect the camera. Let me fix that. Watching it jerk in like that is really not good. So on collision, first for capsule, custom. Ignore the camera. It's annoying. Custom, ignore camera. There's a spell item. It's already on custom. You two should ignore the camera. I don't think anything else actually has a camera in it. Maybe this does. It overlaps the camera. Yeah, you know what? You just ignore the camera too. We're all ignoring the camera today, okay? There's nothing more disgusting and just sickening in general than watching it jerk in and out every time something collides with the camera and blocks your view, so the camera zooms in to try to make it so you can see. It's like terrible. Well, I'm happy with the projectile for now. It gets the job done. I don't have a doll head, so the little clown head thingy, oh, clown doll head's kind of like the best I got, even though it's not that fitting for a voodoo doll. But well, you know what I wasn't paying attention to? Where it spawns from. I think I want a thing like blood coming out of his mouth or something like that to launch it. Looks like it kind of comes from about the mouth. Trouble is it's going down really fast, so it needs to be down a little bit. Okay, let's make the option for this. Am I spawning a thing there? Or what? I could just have a spawn particle on the actual projectile. Instead of having it on the characters. I think it would look better if it actually had it on the characters though, because of the timing issue. Yeah, probably. Alright, well, let's add a cascade, because I don't have... I don't have access to all one or the other. Cascade part. Cascade, projectile. Niagara. Actually, a brain burst. Yeah, okay. Attach to here, please. I could check for either or, I guess, right? Be like, is valid, do this, or I can have a thing to tick that changes them. Might just tick the thing on there. Projectile. Actually spawn. Sure. Since I'm using the same file for everybody, except for Poppet, it's gotta do a lot of double, triple, quadruple duty on things. But it shouldn't be a big problem if I don't actually have anything that's on there, probably. I'm not making a whole separate enemy just for this here, so I could spawn something at it too. I don't even know if it's better to do it this way or that way. We'll find out. can always get rid of this effect if I discover it's not worth it. And then down here, we're gonna do it again. What just went on there? Okay, this is that part where you don't do this. I don't want to copy paste all that. Not especially, no. And we'll do this, and then either way it goes, and these will be deactivates instead. I could have just not copy pasted all that, to be honest. Probably been just as fast. Highly unnecessary. Oops, wrong one. Notice up here I had the wrong one too. Deactivate this. Here they spawn the projectile. Cool. And then here. Okay, and then I'm going to activate it so I can look at where it's going to be. Actually, it's already auto-activated. So is this one probably too. I'm going to deactivate both of them initially anyway. And then just activate the one I want to use here for testing, and then switch it back. Auto activate that one, and then more blood. Yes, blood. What's that wimpy crap? Can't change the size without editing a bunch of crap, right? Yeah. Not even that good. Way too fast for working on the character. Not bad. That's better. That's the cream filling we're looking for. Wish I could make him open his mouth more, but I don't really have an animation for that. But I could probably tweak it if there's bones that do that. Let's look into that, actually. I'll put more time into mini bosses than I will into regular dorks. I put a lot of time into some of the regular dorks, especially the ones I had to do the animations for. This fine gentleman came from a pack, so I don't really have to do as much on them. Can't make everything. I could try, but when you're making Metroidvania, you need a lot of enemies. It's kind of a terrible plan, you know. Basically never get done. I should organize these better, honestly. So, attack 1, I believe, is the one he's using. Yeah. Can I change that as a chest? He does have jaws, so let's see what I can do here. What I gotta do it on the other. It doesn't work if you do it on the... It doesn't work if you do it on the... what are they called? Clicking on the name. Montage. In other words, you've done the actual animation. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Right about here or something so it doesn't just immediately jump. Add a key. And then right around here, we've opened his mouth a little more. Right around here, start lowering his mouth a bit. Lower it back to more of a normal. Is this here? Never hit a key on there. Actually, 4218 is the final one, right? Actually, that looks about the same. Cool. $45, this is 75 and 3. Oops. Yeah, that looks. Definitely better. I don't see blood popping out of his mouth though when he does that, so I feel like I failed on that one there. It doesn't spawn fast enough. It spawns at the end of the animation, not like that. What if I do this instead? And then afterwards shut the thing off there so we get a better timing on it. Sure. Way better than it was. I think it actually needs to be a little bit lower, maybe a little bit farther back too. It almost looks like it's coming out of his mouth. Well, it kind of looks like it's coming out of his mouth. It's not quite there yet. The fact that I can change the animations in this just like I can in Daz says a lot, because I can just take an animation that already exists. And sure, I don't have the pose things that I can do to cheat, where I take two poses and just it auto-tweens them. I could take any animation and just start moving him around and make him able to do whatever I want. That's good to know. And I can do that also with my characters too. I think it needs to be slightly down to get the illusion of it launching out of his mouth better. Do something like that. All right, give it to me, baby, and I want to. Sometimes he doesn't launch it directly at me, though, which is weird. Why not towards me? They're coming towards me before. Is it like hitting him and bouncing weird? Maybe that's it. You spawn it farther away and get an idea if that's true. Otherwise, I'll have to change the velocity on it. Take that, wall. Hmm. Okay, so hmm. I think I changed something on this one, not because the other one already had like, I mean, my other one, my projectiles work off that, so just poppets. Hmm. I should just throw it at the ground, so that's fine. Really wonder if it's just bouncing off of him. If that's truly the case, I guess I can move farther forward, because I mean, I noticed it was firing off to the side when I put it near his mouth. What I could do is actually give it a second before it actually has cohesion. You know, basically make it don't have any collision until it's gotten a little bit of ways away. It needs to fire pretty far ahead. It doesn't even look that bad, honestly. Because it's so fast, you can't really tell where it's coming from or not. Sure. I don't hate it. I gotta work on his weird little mace hand thingy, and I wanted to have a charge attack. Apparently his mace hand doesn't always hit me. Also, his mace hand should do way more damage. Also, when he's up close, he doesn't always do anything. He gets confused up close. Okay. Make some notes about old Patrick here. Does Patrick need helpers? I don't think so. At first I was thinking maybe, but I think that with it having projectiles, a charge attack, and it doesn't really need helpers too. Because the next boss will have helpers. I do want to have a charge attack. What else did I say I wanted to do? Well, let's see here. Look at the animations I have from first. I might have something that works as a good charge attack too. I don't know. We'll find out. That'd be one of his moves if he has it. I guess I could try to do them together. I don't know about that. That seems. That could be his charge attack. That looks pretty good, right? Ah, no, that's a better charge attack right there, right? It's just shoulder check you kind of thing. He's ramming you with the ball, which seems pretty good. What did I use for his run in the first place? These are questions. Why is it not applied to asset? I have no idea. Fair enough. Oh, I should have checked his movement. The run 1 is the one I use, right? That's perfectly fine, because if he's running, then I'll just have it do this. It'll automatically, I'll just set his speed higher and tell him to move at the player. That's fine. Okay. My calls are just launching towards the target. Second. In my mouth. I'm good. So if I launch towards the target, that's a lot more terrifying because it's a lot faster. But it's not really a charge attack, it's a leap attack. So I kind of want a charge attack. How do I have this set up? First of all, we go ahead and do this so that they're all in the thingy. Also, while I'm at it, I wish the bubble just defaulted to being a thing you saw. I zoom out a lot. Much easier if I could see where the bubble is. Charge deck. It's just going to move towards target, right? Movement speed. Then seconds. Wait. I need to have an initial speed. They all go. So I can set back to that. Or what'll happen is it'll I won't know what it's gonna be. Like later I'll be like, I wonder what it is. Actually, I can check on the move thing what the walk speed is. Everyone's walk speed is 300. What's Poppet's walk speed? Everything seems a lot... Like, Poppet's way too fast when running. She does need to be quick, though, because there is a lot of enemies. And a lot of the game is based around her being able to jump at about the velocity she has. So I think I need to speed these up, not slow her down, because I'm not redesigning the whole area for just that. I'm pretty certain she's setting her a new speed here. So what's her speed? Sprint? Alright, what is it? I know I have one here. That's the Poppet box. No wonder. So she's moving at 600. Second. It's all bugged. I might have, but by the time I managed to go after it, it was too late. I live in farm territory, so bugs are a thing. I was apparently having an itchy nose today. Or it's something in the air, it's just shooting at me. Okay, so... maybe I'll just start making really good thumbnails. Go change the thumbnail for the stream real fast. I can. Use this one, I think, and then I'll tweak it a bit. Where is she? Going through my files looking for stuff, and I'm blind apparently. Characters from the game on here. I don't know if it'll help that much, but whatever. Can't find the previous one of the day. Whatever. Alright. Back end thing real fast here. My thumbnail much better than the current one, which is terrible. Then go back to working on stuff because whatever. When you scroll it, you can't even see 90% of these things anyway, so by lazily just taking a picture of a thing there isn't going to work very well, I don't think. Once that'll put 3 characters from the game now in there. Isn't that exciting? Right. Now, where was I? I wanted a charge attack. He also needs to evade too, I suppose. Or move around more. Does he? He's a big guy. Could give him some kind of invulnerability when he's doing an attack. Actually, you know what I really want to like work first, probably? Actually, I'm going to continue this first. I was like, I should probably make a stupid like mace swing actually work better because it doesn't hit very well. Seems to miss a lot. I mean, a lot. In fact, you know what? I'm going to fix that. Bugs me. Let me find his weapon. This one to do it. I actually gave it a very long. That's huge. Do that, and I'm going to adjust its position on him. Wait, do I adjust it on there or there? Let's see. It's on a skeleton, then I want to adjust it and move it back even farther. All right, let's test how much. Well, it hits me now. Bring it to the point where it's at least fairly impressive, and then I can do a playthrough of it. Oh, it hit me pretty good that time. Missed me that time, though. How is it missing me? Maybe that time. It'll make it even longer. Got a big arm. Her hat doesn't fly off, which is weird. Actually, it's a lot better now, though. I'll dodge around more this time and see if it actually still hits me. Guess I'll try to hit him. Close enough. He's really fast. The super thing is too strong because it's really hard for him to dodge it. I think I'm just going to up its overall movement speed anyway, right? Like, it's huge. It should be moving a lot faster than it is. I still want Poppet to be able to dodge it. Not very well. Maybe slightly faster than it, I guess. I'm not even sure I want to be faster, but sure. Might need to be as fast as Poppet. I'll set up its damage too. Give a better sound effect. I think I will make it faster. Maybe even just faster than Poppet intentionally, so she has a hard time getting away from it. Let's experiment with it being faster than Poppet by a bit. I'll try faster, but I might make it accelerate faster too. Maybe even give it a leap attack. I want it to be threatening. It still doesn't hit me very often. Notice I can't hit it very well. I think that that's actually really effective against it. It doesn't know what to do up close very well. Yeah. Not good enough. Maybe speed up its acceleration a bit, huh? It can also make it if it comes in contact with a player, it just hurts the player too. Like a lot of games where, you know, you hit the enemy and it hurts the player. You don't like that lamp much. Oh god, he ricocheted off the lamp. Nice. I'm having him turn towards the player before firing a projectile. Needs to be threatening, very threatening. Most threatening of anyone who's ever been threatening. That kind of threatening. Actually, midnight. Wow. Almost 3 hours. It's gonna vibrate real fast. This tea is winning the fight. let's just continue this. Yes. So let's change Stitch's noises because they're driving me crazy. They're just so bad. They don't. No, just no. Sound. I don't know what sounds I have that'll be good for this, but anything that doesn't sound like female moaning or something like that, which I guess is the default noise. I borrowed the noise off of this female boss character, so it sounds like, you know, she's in pain, but it does not look like a woman. No. Or I guess Patrick here, as we decided to call him. Got this ultimate effects thingy. Monster sounds, cues. That one. Oh, you wanna flip it over there, buddy? Al, friendo? It's on the ghost one. Why is it on the ghost one? Why this? I mean, these are sound cues. Huge monster. Front. Gets hit too. Why can this not be changed? It should be able to. Does it like the wave better? I can clear it. That's true. Maybe just wanted to compile first so it could be not stupid. Just not like that. Is that a thing? How odd. Oh, I need to change this, but sure, I guess. Damage sound. I've changed it on every other one. I'm assuming that the actual thing there specifically is this. Well, clear the default. Sound cue. Object reference. Sure. I think it's a reference to directly that sound. Because for some reason UE likes to do that. Instead of being a, you know, reference to a sound cue. So to cover that, we'll do this. spiked to 2 people for a second, then went to 0. But it says 1. Never look at the back end of YouTube. It never knows what it's talking about. There could be 100 people watching me or negative 100, and it would still say have mismatching numbers. Don't agree with Streamlabs at all. You done changing things, buddy? Al, friend? Friendo? Can I change it now? These sounds just not work? I'm so confused why they wouldn't work. Oh wait, I changed to an... Wait a second. Class reference, right? About now? No, it's an altered reference, okay. What am I missing? There's some sounds here. We'll use these, test them out. You work? Yes. Why? The water now instead here. Be all healthy and stuff. Not that tea would just, and it's particularly bad for you. You know, it's a thing you can do. This boggles my mind here. I don't understand why one work and not the other. I don't see what the difference between these two files is. They are in fact both sound cues. But for some reason, not a sound cue. What's different between these files? I mean, it's such a loss on this one because it doesn't make any sense why it would be like that. Because it's, they're both sound cues. I'd be Googling something here real quick. Maybe it's something to do with the sound attenuation? I'm gonna compare it against the other sound thingy and see if there's something that's just different that prevents it from working. I don't know why, they should both be the same type of thing. But when they're not, that's very weird. But okay, let's play this game, shall we? Expand all. Are they a different type entirely? Just to double check, it might just be those ones in particular. Let's test that real quick here, just in case. Medium monster. I guess it's just those? Okay. Sure. The large monster one fails. The large monster fails. Oh. I think I know. This one's not my fault either. I think it doesn't like these names. This directory name. I think it hates those little parentheses. Because it didn't work on the get hit for the other size ones, and it worked for the death one. Let's test, shall we? Yep. Not my fault. They were morons for when they named it. God. I had a cousin who was tarded. He's a pilot now. And he makes sound files, evidently. Well, let's go ahead and change them all. I'm sure I'll forget and be like, hey, wait a minute, why did this work? All over again. Don't know if it matters if I change these ones too, but I'm doing it. I don't know why I didn't change both. I'm just stupid. I could also hit F2 as well. Well, you'd think I could hit F2, but apparently I cannot. Sure, whatever. All that effort to try to figure that out. Okay, I'm not going to have a default noise anymore on these things. I don't want a default noise. This is... Yeah, I don't need a default noise. Nobody watching at the moment? Fair enough. Yeah, I don't really get the views. There's like one guy watching the whole time. A couple people actually, but overall, it does not seem like I get views. I get the feeling that I should probably try a different strat. If you can't even get views, you'll never get subs, and I don't think that my stuff is particularly exciting to random people. Like, if you're already popular, I think people will watch you do game dev. I have to wonder about it otherwise. It'd help if I was an influencer too. Like if I was any good at it. Or I wasn't trying to be a game dev instead. I don't know why. Being an influencer seems like it'd be a better choice in general. Maybe it's because I never wanted to be an influencer. I just enjoy messing with this kind of stuff. So, it's never mattered to me to be the other. It is sounds. And there's that, and then his death noise. That sucks. Also, attack noises can be things too that I should be using. I mean, he's a big monster, so. Or I guess he'd count as a large monster. Is he large or is he huge? I don't need to be huge. Not gonna lie, this death noise sounds kind of terrible. Is there a volume option here? That just mixes two things. Not what I thought when it said mixer, but sure. Actually, there's got to be an option for volume. Volume multiplier. Let's do 2. A little louder. Sure. I guess it could be an attack noise. I probably want to have the attacks as there, and not as this, but as a main option instead. I don't know. Let's see how it sounds anyway. We'll test it a little more here. It's been like 3 hours, and there's currently no one watching, so. I might just say, and go watch some tutorials on how to do some of the things I'm trying to figure out because I don't know how to do it yet. But I did make this today, so that's not like I did nothing. He's almost a boss. I was supposed to hit him. I want that to be louder. This is some wimpy ass crap here, man. Wimpy. Yeah, I want it to sound, you know, like you hit a monster, like a real monster. Sure. Okay, now may bounce after this if no one's currently watching at the time. Hey, lock on place when she swings. She can move again too fast, looks like. Yeah. He's hit me a bunch of times. It's not like he hit me 0 times. I haven't done any dodging though, I've just literally done those. I could be dodging too. Not bad, not bad. Blood everywhere. Seems like a win to me. Might leave him around longer, but I need to lock her in place and leave him around longer, I think. Stretch in there. I don't know if people actually been watching it. I wonder. Oh, did I need RPG Maker's crappy forms to get any traffic to start with? Was I really underestimating what it was giving me? I kind of wonder these questions. And you're making a game RPG Maker, and no gamer is ever going to be impressed with that. So I almost think that being an influencer is a poor decision. You really should just make a very cool game. Go from there. But advertise it once your game is so cool you can just post it on X. Pay the $8 a month so you can get the maximum, you know, exposure. Probably what I would do. You can potentially make money off it, but you got an engagement farm for that, and I don't know. I don't need this open. I need to lock Poppet in place if she's in the middle of an attack. I think I do it like this, right? And then on completed, I do this, or on interrupted. What else was I gonna do? I forgot what it was. So whatever. Things are getting a lot better though. I'll give it some credit there. Anyway, I think I'll bounce at this point because, you know, got no one watching at the moment, and it's like during the time of day where I get nobody watching anyway, so probably not even stream during this time. I tried streaming earlier. I guess I could just keep streaming and hope someone sees it. But with 7 whole clicks on the video, I think I should come up with a better strategy than streaming, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll think about it. We'll catch everyone later. Have a wonderful day.